guys, it's Tara and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am so excited because we are starting a new YouTube series here called At Home Entertaining with Tara. So you guys all know me in the kitchen. You know that I love cooking and you know that I love sharing my recipes with you all. But I also have a deep love and passion for entertaining and having guests over. And I'm so excited to share that part of my world with you all. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to put together 3 different ways of setting up a cocktail bar or your bar setup for when you have guests over. I'll show you how to set up a little cocktail area for when you have up to 4 to 5 guests. I'll show you how to set up an area for when you have 5 to 20 guests, and I'll also show you an area where you can set up cocktails in a bar area for 20 and over kind of guests. So I'm really excited to be showing this to you guys, and yeah, let's wrap it up and let's get right into it. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna go over is how to set up a cocktail area if you have 4 to 5 guests. So when you have that low of a guest count coming over, you don't wanna be like overwhelming your bar cocktail area with too many different options. So I don't leave out any hard liquors, I don't leave out mixers, I don't leave out any of that stuff. I keep 2 bottles of wine at the max. So I usually keep a white wine or a rosé and a bottle of red wine. And if they want something else, they'll let me know and I'll go and make them their own little cocktail. But usually I just like to keep it super simple. So on that note, I'm gonna show you how I set up my little area according to my guest count for 4 to 5 people. So what I'm gonna be doing is I always start with a decanter. I love to decanter my red wine about 30 minutes to an hour before my guests arrive. That way my wine has aired out and it's at its full potential and taste, and it always makes everybody so happy. So once I have my wine in my decanter, I'm gonna put that aside on a tray. Oh, that's one part I forgot. Have a nice tray out. Let me move this for a second and show you guys. Have a tray about like this size, nothing too big, nothing too small, enough to just have all your little accoutrements on it. So going back, place your decanter on your tray. Also, I love to leave the bottle of wine that I've opened up next to the wine that's being decanted, because that way my guests can see what wine I'm using and what kind of wine we're having for the night. And if they don't like it, they don't have to have it. They can have something else. I'll bring something else out for them. And I always leave out the white wine right next to my red wine. That way people have nice access to it. And then I'll leave out the amount of wine glasses for my guest count. So in this case, we have 4. I'm gonna leave 4 glasses of wine right next to my decanter. I also have a little tray of cocktail olives that I like to leave out, and a little tray of mixed nuts. That way people can drink their drinks and just take a little bit of each thing when they come and refill their drinks. I always like to leave some really pretty flowers on the side of my tray, and I like to have a nice candle right next to my flowers, and it just makes everything look super pretty and inviting. I'm also going to be leaving some cocktail napkins, little cocktail napkins, and these tiny little forks. I love these little forks. They're so great for entertaining. I buy these on Amazon, and if you guys are interested in purchasing these, just visit my Amazon shop and you can get it from there. So that's it. That's all it takes in order to make a quick little cocktail area for when you have up to 5 guests. Again, if they don't drink wine, that's fine. You're not entertaining a large amount of guests at this moment, so you can make them a custom drink if they really, really want it. But typically 95% of the time when you have this little bit of low guest count, they are totally fine with just having a nice glass of wine when they come over. So let's wrap this up and let me show you the next station. All right, guys, so we are now moving on to the next station of my home. So anytime I have more than 10 guests over, I like to move my guests over to another area of my home. I like to keep people out of my kitchen because typically when I have that large of a guest count coming over, I'm in the kitchen cooking something or making something, and I don't want a lot of people around me. So I like to push everybody out and get them into another area. So on that note, I have a lot of chaos going on over here. Don't look at it like this. It needs to be placed properly, and I'm about to show you how we do that right now. All right, guys, so I got this amazing tray. It's foldable, it goes into my closet. I got this tray table over from West Elm. I'll put the link below. It's amazing, we love it. Typically, I'll first lay out a little napkin for the condensation of my ice bucket. And then I have an ice bucket that I filled up. I'll keep 1 vodka, 1 tequila, a white wine, and a rosé, always in my ice bucket. And for the sake of this video, I'll just bring out the wine that we decanted earlier, along with the bottle that I opened the wine with. Also, I'll put another bottle of red wine just in case they don't like the Merlot that we're using. They might want a lighter wine like a Pinot Noir. So have a couple options of red wine, have a couple options of liquor, a white, and a rosé. I feel like this is a nice base for a lot of different things that you can make. I'm also going to be putting out some little finger foods, some olives and mixed nuts, and some cornichons. These are nice little things for people to nosh on when they come by and grab a drink. I'm also going to be putting in a couple mixers. I like to put out cranberry juice and orange juice. Can't really go wrong with these two. I feel like you can make a lot of different drinks with these two. I'm also gonna put some tonic water and ginger beer. These are great little individual sizes. You can make about a couple cocktails with them. So it's great to have these out as well. Again, you're gonna wanna always put some flowers out because flowers just make everything so beautiful, and some candles. Again, you wanna make this area inviting. You want people to feel comfortable and at home when they're at your home. All right, so I like to use these tumblers that I got on Amazon. They're perfect. Believe it or not, they're actually plastic, but they look super, super high-end. They're really, really durable. So these are great because they can use it for wine or they can use it for cocktails, and it kind of goes both ways. So it's really, really nice to keep these. All right, guys, so I always like to keep a wine opener as well, obviously for your wines. So keep that here so they don't ask you for it a million times. We have, again, some cocktail napkins, little forks, light up your candles. Candles just make everything so pleasant. And that's it, guys. This is how your cocktail area should look like when you have up to 20 guests. So we are at the last station of my house, which I am so excited about because this area I open up when I have any more than 20 guests coming over. So believe it or not, but this is a bar. I know. I'm gonna open it up in a second. I'm gonna give you the quick little story about this. So my husband is actually sober. He's been sober for over 25 years, and I'm not. I'm what they consider a normie. So I'm a social drinker. I like to have a couple cocktails here and there with my friends and family, and we like to have our friends and family feel comfortable having a cocktail when they come here as well. But when we remodeled our home, Rob wasn't really necessarily on board about, creating a whole bar and having him see this anytime he walks into our house. So I did my research and I found this. Now this, I found at Restoration Hardware because you're all gonna ask me. I'm not sure if they have it anymore or not, but I'll check. And if they do, I'll leave a link below. But this thing is this big old bulb, and it looks like one of these vintage, what do they call it? They have a little name for it. I don't know, it's like a little vintage light bulb thing from back in the day. And it opens up, ready? It opens up and, oh, say what? This thing is so cool. I still get excited when I open this up and get to use it. So yes, this is a bar, and I'm gonna show you how we can set this all up for your large parties. So when you have over 20 guests coming to your house, I highly recommend you get a bartender. I'm sure that not all of you have bars like this in your house, but if you have a nice bar set up, I'll show you what you can put on your bar, inside your bar, that's ready for guests to use. But I highly recommend getting a bartender because anytime you have over 20 guests, people get a little confused on what kind of cocktails to make, and people get a little needy, so you don't want to have to accommodate every one of your guests. It's always easier to have a bartender when you have that many guests coming over. But I don't like to do it all the time, and I like to have everything ready in my bar so that everybody has literally anything they desire in order to make their own cocktail. So I always have my mixers: orange juice, cranberry juice, grapefruit juice, or pomegranate juice. I have pomegranate juice. I love pomegranate juice in cocktails, it's so good. So I always keep those. Ginger beer, tonic beer, a must. I always have a margarita mix. I have dry vermouth and Aperol. And I have triple sec. I have the decanted wine. That's really important. Always have that. And a huge ice bucket. And over here, we have our gins, and we have our whiskeys and tequilas, and some Jägermeister. Oh man, this thing has caused a lot of crazy nights. Whew. Oh my gosh, no. This one has caused a lot of crazy nights. My videographer's looking at me right now is like, yeah, this thing gets you messed up. We fireball, dun, 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 dun. I love that song. Anyways, I'm going off track. Okay, we're going back, we're putting it back. So have some fun little liquors like that. It's always a good time. Again, Bacardis, rums, have it all. If you're gonna have a large party, get at least one bottle of tequila, whiskey, scotch, rum, vodka, wine, red wine and white wine, rosé, and a champagne. Always have something sparkly, and put it on ice as well. I have my sparkly wines and champagnes down here. I have some white wines, a couple other red wines as well, so I am well prepared. I'm telling you, that many guest count, you gotta be well prepared. Again, I have brought out my glasses and my tray. I've put it to the side, and I have about 20 glasses here, and throughout the night, I'll restock it so that it's always full and people can just grab it and make their own cocktails. The next thing that we're going to put, we're also going to add some mint and rosemary. These are great garnishes for cocktails. Olives, of course. You can't forget the lemon and the lime slices. Always, always, always have that for your cocktails. And then I always like to keep some nuts here as well. Nuts are always great to keep by the bar because I feel like everybody either hangs out in the kitchen or at the bar. So you always want to keep a little bit of munchies, something for them to grab and put in their mouth in like areas that you're entertaining a lot in and people tend to gravitate towards. So put those out, candles, of course, and then some flowers. Flowers make everything just so much nicer. So I always like to add them anywhere I possibly can. So that's it. Oh. Are you ready? This is my favorite part. And wait, where is it? The bar is open for business, people. Yes. So I'm gonna add this. I always put it on top of my bar. And boom, the bar is open for business. So excited. All right, guys, so we got to see it all today. We got to see how to put out drinks for 5 people. We got to see how to make a cocktail bar area for up to 20 people. And we've got to see how you put an area together for over 20 people. So I got you guys covered. If you guys have any questions, please comment below and let me know. I will answer them for you as soon as possible. And also, if you are inquisitive about any of the certain things that I've used for this video, let me know. I'm gonna try to put as many of these items onto my Amazon shop and put them in the description below. So again, please make sure to give a thumbs up for this video because it gets me excited and it makes me want to make more videos for you guys. And make sure to subscribe to my channel and comment below. I cannot wait to show you more of these entertaining at home with Tara videos. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.